keep a little bit of that private. I'm not some sort of influencer. When I get in some sort of heavy lifts, not or heavy for me, probably light for most people, I might show a couple of reps or whatever. But anyway, I just took weight off the squat bar because leg was feeling a little bit niggly, so I'm just doing the bar now to some presses and that. But anyway, hope we're all well, people. Hope we're keeping well. I hope we're exercising the mind, reading a book, doing whatever. Keep well, people. Keep happy in the cold. If you're in Australia, it's sort of coming on the winter, isn't it? Another probably 6 to 7 weeks. We'll be before that, but about 6 or 7 weeks we'll be sort of right into winter, won't we? A couple of weeks into June. And starting to get a bit cool, people. So hope you're all hope we're all good, people. I hope we're all good. Just let's try to enjoy life the best we can, and sometimes even do things we don't enjoy. So when we stop doing it, we appreciate how good things are. What do they say? Old David Goggins says that the other side of suffering is greatness. I think he means like controlled suffering, like those 240-mile runs and that sort of stuff. So controlled suffering. It's not like you're having someone beat you up without your permission and that, but controlled suffering. So people, keep a little bit of discipline going. I'm probably one of the most undisciplined people I know in some ways, but I still know occasionally I push myself, otherwise I'd give up completely. So push yourself when you can until pushing yourself just becomes the everyday thing, Make yourself great, make yourself a little bit greater each day, each week, each month, whatever. So I hope we're all well, people. Probably just jump in here for about 10 or 15 minutes to see you do a little bit more in the gym. I'll just stick this phone somewhere while I'm doing a little bit. And then, so if you jump on, some doing things or not doing whatever, you might not see me doing anything. I don't really know if I want you to do at the moment, but like the live, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit the notification bell if you're a subscriber, if you want to get notifications of when things come on, and make a comment down below. Thank you. I'll just sit you here and you can look at that lovely pull-up bar there, people. Good people, y'all. Probably it's best not to sort of film yourself working out. I think you're not focusing as much, but I just a little bit niggly in the shoulder and stuff, so I'm not working as hard as usual anyway. So, and it's one of the first times I've been in here and there's no music going. So I thought, what the hell? I'll film for a little while. I might just, I might do a couple of leg extensions and see if I can talk while I'm doing it. Pretty crap at leg extensions, pretty weak at them. But anyway, if I'm not focused, it's not the end of the world, and I'm not interfering with anyone else's workout while I'm in here because no one's in here. Hardly anyone comes in between about 11 p.m. Usually about 4:45 a.m. I think, and being a public holiday, in respect to the soldiers who went to war, Anzac Day, probably less people in. Some people might have had a few drinks today or whatever. But Yes, there was no one in here when I got here about 10:05, 10:15. Yeah, probably 10:05. So I've just been taking my time here, just done a few squats over about an hour and 10 minutes, and just shut off or let them know I'm on and just keep filming myself. So yeah, I hope we're keeping well, people. I hope we're keeping well and safe and all that stuff. Got to be a little bit careful out there these days, don't you? For unfortunately, people having a lot of mental health issues. I think with stresses of life and because of the stresses of expenses in Australia the last 30 years or so. I think a lot of the parents of adults that are adults now in their 40s and 50s sort of turned to substance abuse 25, 30 years ago now. Young kids that have grown up 20, 22, 25, and that they were probably born into that. Born with substances going through their blood, and some of them are pretty messed up, you know. You sort of feel for them, they're doing terrible things, but I don't know, it's hard not to feel. It doesn't mean you let them get away with it, if they come and attack you. If it's a matter of you and your family or them and they've got to be taken out, well, sometimes I guess that's just life, isn't it? You know, you've got to protect what's yours, but at the same time, if you can help them or subdue them without going that far, you know, you do what you can to help people. We don't really need hatred and anger, but you can understand frustration. If you've got to stop someone, you've got to stop them, but it's a matter of having to do it, not wanting to do it. So, yes, that's why one reason we've got to stay stronger in people, because of all the bad things happening out there. I'm not just talking about stopping people, but maybe even having the mental toughness to talk people down and not stop them, if you know what I mean, not stop them completely, but and a lot of that comes down to how you are physically. I think it helps your mental well-being. I think doing a few weights and going for a walk and that sort of stuff just keeps you a little bit above people that aren't doing it. Keeps you a little bit more in tune and alert in these dangerous situations. I think and doing a bit of anything, go and do a bit of martial arts training, a bit of boxing, whatever, and just keep yourselves alert. People know, like you're in a cafe, I think if you're fit, you're not so sluggish when you go in there. You can remember to, keep your face towards the door and always watch who's coming in and stuff like that. Watch there's escape routes and all that, because you just never know these days, do you? Don't need to be paranoid, but you have to be alert and ready to the best of your ability. Which I'm probably not at the moment, but maybe another 2 years, and I might get older, so I can only go so far. But sometimes old and wise, and I think you know your body better in your 40s, don't you? I think we can get stronger in our 40s and our 20s. A 20 or 30-year-old that knows their body like an athlete or something, it's probably going to kick the butt of a 40-year-old, 45, 50-year-old. But I think a lot of 50-year-olds know what strength they've got, and they know how to use the body and feel for things, whereas a 20-year-old, if they haven't done stuff or haven't had a coach or whatever, they don't know, so they don't realise how strong they are or that they can get over. They think they can get over you, but then once a 40 or 50-year-old has a go back, a lot of 20-year-old thugs that aren't ready, but a 40 or 50-year-old thug can be ready because they've probably had 25 or 30 years of substance abuse, and they've probably had a few blues inside or whatever, if they're a bit of a crook, and they're just wired differently. They're probably not thinking straight, but they also can handle themselves a bit through experience. They're the ones I worry about in the taxi sometimes. You got to 45-year-old in there on, taking some weird and wonderful substances, wants to get aggressive, and you just got to just ignore and hope nothing happens, or hope they punch into the seats and carry on or whatever. It's just, that's all it is. But a 20-year-old, you can, I won't say what you can do, get in the trouble, but you can bluff your way through things with them. So just be wary of the angry 40 and 50-year-olds out there, people who are just, if they've got something wrong with them, upstairs a bit. So just stay strong, and if you're a good person, try and keep above all that. Try to be strong so you can be level-headed. If something does happen at your house or whatever, for your family, for your children, for your wife, husband, whatever, whoever's there with you, whoever you're close to, it might be your neighbour, whatever, you've got to be able to look out for the people that need help sometimes, including yourself. Rocky, but anyway. So good people. Try and stay healthy, try and keep alert whenever you can. It's a bit of a funny old world out there. I think it might get a lot worse before it gets better, so I don't want to see it get worse, but maybe if it starts getting real bad in the next 20 years or so, and some of us are ready for it already, hopefully strong enough, well then hopefully there'll be a turnaround in, say, 30 or 40 years. And people our age, our children and grandchildren, can experience some life without some of the madness if things turn around again. But I think, unfortunately, people are going to have to go right off, and it's going to have to get bad quick before it gets better. Otherwise, it'll just be stretched out. And if it takes 50, 60 years to get too bad, then it might take 80 years to get okay again, if it ever does. Back to how it was 50 or 60 years ago. I think things go in cycles, and people might, go mad for 30 years or so, and it might flip around and things get better again. Who knows? We just never know if these things, just how people will react and how people are in the street. You look at someone accidentally, and some of them, you don't know, they'll pull something out or whatever. We just got to, I don't know if you can be ready all the time for it, but just be aware. Just be aware. Know when you might have to cross the street, or you might have to look if there's some equaliser laying on the ground or whatever. We just, just be aware, people. Just be aware, so I can wear the best we can. I've got to remind myself too, we can't be complacent. I don't want that phone to fall down and break people. I really don't want the phone to fall down. Connection issues, people. I said I wasn't worried if it didn't show my set. Then I'm not some sort of fitness influencer, so I'm really not worried. I'm just filming while I'm doing things. I'm not trying to say people do this or do that, but that's why do this filming while no one's in here, to out of a bit of respect. And I'd like to do it other nights when I'm in here when there's no one in here, but there's often music going. If this channel ever does get monetised, well, it's probably not good having music in the background for all the copyright laws, etc. Rules, regulations, whatever. I don't know about laws, but so just keep alert. People try and keep fit, do a little bit of whatever. See, honestly, these reverse things that people think are weird, like just, stretch their old abs right out. I haven't done this for years, like a year or so. Yeah, one. There's not many people viewing lately, I don't know, but yeah, I'll see what happens. No one's viewing. I don't know what's happening. I like to really go home and have a feed anyway, I think. So yeah, I think I'll switch off now, people. If anyone did browse through and watch, haven't seen one come up. If they did, thank you. And if you watch after, hopefully if this doesn't muck this up, once I save it, if you watch it, yeah, hit the like and make some comments in it as when it's saved and that. And yeah, thank you for your support. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I'm on. See if we get these analytics working, algorithm or whatever, and see when more people get on and that. I just think maybe if you're not on here enough, YouTube put you down the bottom of the list or something, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see what happens, people. So, yeah, thank you. Bye.